Okay, it's coming live. What is going on, everybody? It has been a very, probably the most interesting week of really in a while.
Interesting is an understatement.
Yeah, that's completely true. Well, nonetheless. Anyway, the Steelers' streak has finally ended, but it's the weirdest thing of all people in NFC East team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I don't know. I never expected the Rams to completely dethrone the Seahawks for title of the division, but let's just see how it goes because we have our game tomorrow, which I don't know what to feel, but I'll get to that in a little bit.
Did you see that upset coming though? With the Giants?
I did not actually. The thing is, the Seahawks always get bailed out very much by Russell Wilson's play calling, which is one thing I hate about them the most, is that they never address crucial issues and that it relies on Wilson in garbage time. Nonetheless,
if you saw that game where Russell Wilson was playing the Bills and he was out there running for his life that game, I think that was the time where people saw that Russell Wilson is just running to find someone.
Well, now
he's not running to run; he's running to find somebody.
It's starting to catch up with him finally. Now, because the thing is, they had such a bad defense. They had, I think, the third worst ranked defense in the league. Anyway, anyone want to say anything yet? Or is it just me?
No, you're good. The Dolphins' undefeated record stays intact for another year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I wasn't even born yet. My dad was probably like a kid still.
Hey, don't count the Cardinals out yet. We can still fight for a wild card spot there.
I thought you were a Steelers fan.
Oh, sure.
We're close. Oh, yeah. Cardinals can make it. It's only 6-6.
Skull will not make it. Seriously, Kirk Cousins, this is the worst season I've seen since they started him over RG3 mid-year.
What?
No, that was an understatement. But still, I just don't feel that Kirk Cousins I don't see going very far in the playoffs. If he beats the Saints again, I'm going to laugh my ass off, but...
Well, I mean, will Drew Brees be ready for the playoffs?
That's a very good question. It depends on his body.
Is ready. Will they start Drew Brees?
We're going to make him.
Is he still in the iron lung?
He's in that Veda chamber from like Star Wars where it's just water.
Oh, right.
I will say this. I'm going to say the same thing that almost every single football analysis has been saying out there, that if Taysom Hill was on any other team, he would not be as good as he looks right now.
No, and also it doesn't
help
help
that
Taysom
he's
Hill's
insane.
played to the two worst defenses in the league right now.
Also, another thing, I'm just looking at the standings. All 4 teams that are eliminated, they're all in the same division. They're all AFC teams.
The Chargers, Jags, who else? Let's see, Chargers, Jags, Jets.
And Bengals.
Oh,
Bengals,
yeah, they're all AFC. Hey, they're every single AFC division. Think about it. You got the AFC North already out, AFC West already out. Yeah, you're right.
It's one from each division. One from the West, one from the South, one from the North, one from the East. All AFC. An NFC team hasn't even touched it.
See.
And there's still a fight in the NFC East for who takes number 1.
Which is funny because they're all barely fighting each other to stay afloat.
That's so pathetic, that division.
I know.
Anyway, so I think the first thing we should do is let's start addressing our own teams. So first off, Rams.
Yeah, I don't know what to think, though. Thing is, again, like, I really don't... This is so uncharted for me, because I didn't anticipate us to do this well after that Super Bowl hangover last season, but now, I don't know what to think. I mean, it depends on how you can gauge it again. The thing is, we're going in on a shortened week against the Patriots, which just completely embarrassed the Chargers, but still, I don't know what to think. I mean, I don't know. We're not near a Super Bowl caliber team. Even if we get there, someone's always going to be a bit ahead of us. But still, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your opinion of them, man? Because I can't even gauge this as a fan.
I mean,
You guys could pull it off, but
Maybe
it's
a
going to be a
dark
race
horse?
between you and the Seahawks.
Well, the Seahawks, it depends on how they do.
Again.
That loss just killed them.
so speaking of that, actually, let's look at their two remaining schedules. What's the Rams schedule? What's the Seahawks schedule?
Rams, we have the Patriots, Cardinals, Jets, Seahawks. Or sorry, Patriots. Patriots. Let's see. One second.
Yeah, so you said that right. So it was the Patriots, the Cardinals, the Jets, and the Seahawks. The Seahawks
No,
got you
because
guys.
we switched Seahawks and it goes Patriots, Jets, Seahawks, Cardinals.
Right, and the Seahawks have the
Division
Jets.
games.
They have the Jets, the football team, you guys, and 49ers left.
Mm-hmm.
I think that division could go to either team.
It's in.
And right now the Rams are above the Seahawks.
'Cause we
I want
beat
to say
them,
it's
yeah.
because you guys beat them. Right?
Yeah, that's very interesting because if they beat us again, then it equalizes. So that really just depends on who finishes with the most points and the better record.
That honestly, like that final game, whoever wins that game between the Seahawks and the Rams, unless the Cardinals or the 40, unless both of you guys decide to
It's
play
really-
mediocre,
it's really
and
a
the 49ers
three-way.
and the Cardinals decide to bowl out.
It's really a three-way fight because the thing is you have to remember the Cardinals. I mean, coming off of that, it depends because they've been inconsistent as hell. Like I don't know because they go from 1 week to looking like they might not make it, then to completely being resurgent, but then losing to such teams as like the Lions was a big one. So let me see who the Cardinals have next.
That's actually a good question. Yeah.
Let's see because Rams and Seahawks would fall either way. Cardinals have the Eagles, Niners, and us again.
And the Giants.
Oh right.
So Giants, Eagles, Niners, and Rams.
That'll be
Which
very-
the Niners are playing. Niners are playing in San Francisco, in Arizona, because they can't go back.
Oh, that's right. They've hijacked. It's just another home game for them.
And it looks like Daniel Jones might return to face them too.
Oh, Giants' defense is looking really good lately.
That Giants game was surprising.
I never saw that. I knew Seattle's defense was bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Anyway,
I want to put this out first. I want to put this out just to gauge a reaction. Instead of saying who wins the Super Bowl, who wins number 1 overall?
that depends.
Right
if the
now,
Jets ruin
right
their
now we
tank.
have a battle between the Jaguars for 1-11 and the Jets who are 0-12. And also, I guess you
It's
could
the
throw in the
Jets.
Bengals who are 2-9.
That's a good question. I don't know how to gauge that really.
I think that's going to be. Also, then the next question I want to ask is it a tank for Trevor, or is there somebody else who's popping
It's
up?
going to be a fall over for Fields at this rate.
Really, Justin Fields?
For Fields, it actually has a higher ranking than Lawrence does right now.
I think,
And that's just because Lawrence doesn't come back.
Mm-hmm. Well, he just has because he's been on the COVID list, right? I think he's been on the COVID list for a while. That's probably just why Clemson just didn't play him.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Looking this up.
All
right, here we go. Trevor Lawrence.
But I'm not 100% sure.
Could be. Anyway, so NFC
A lot
West is up in the air.
of news articles are saying Trevor Lawrence though.
What do you mean?
Oh boy. And then I just see this as well. Ian Book hopes to quiet critics of win over Clemson if they face Trevor Lawrence in the rematch on the ACC championship. Oh no, they are going to play Clemson in the ACC championship. So they're gonna face a Clemson team with Trevor Lawrence now. So let's see if Notre Dame beats Clemson and Trevor Lawrence, the Jets are gonna take Fields. I think that's gonna be their marquee game. You have an undefeated Notre Dame team who just squeaked out to beat Clemson. They're not gonna face him again, but with Trevor Lawrence. If he doesn't perform and doesn't get payback, I think the Jets take Fields. And then Trevor Lawrence has been saved because he doesn't have to go to the Jets.
Yeah, anything's better than the Jets.
Or, the Jets could take another USC quarterback, and then we'll be back into the cycle of ruining them again. And
Or the
Almost like
Jets just
Fumble
screw over.
2.0.
So the
I wouldn't even call Sam
Dolphins,
Darnold a butt fumble. Sam Darnold was
Bengals fight.
just not coached well.
that big fight between the Bengals and the Dolphins.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
damn, I saw it. I'm like,
Is that this week?
It was last week. Like,
It was last
It
week?
was fair catch. Yeah, it was a fair catch. And
Oh, that's
the Jets
right.
from Cincinnati just lays out Shaquem Grant, like knocked him out.
Yeah, only one Bengal can lay out somebody when they're unintended from the ball, and that's my boy, ASU alum Vontez Perfect. That's
He
the
just
only
got
person
arrested,
who can lay
didn't he?
someone out. Yeah. We pointed that out. He got arrested. I'm not gonna lie. I was hating Vontez Perfect for the longest time, and then I got there, and they go, he came from ASU, right? And I go, excuse me?
He went
They
to
go, yeah,
Rancho, right?
he was the highest high school recruit that ASU ever picked up, and I'm like, no way.
He went to Rancho, right?
Well, maybe high school, but he went to college at ASU.
Damn it, Bruce, where are you? Where's Bruce when you need him?
I don't know.
Sorry about that.
No,
I
no,
disconnected
Vontez
there for a
Perfect.
second.
He probably went to like Rancho High, but he went to Arizona State. He
Yeah,
played his college ball there.
I think because I know he went to Rancho and then transferred out to Corona Centennial.
Here, let's see. I'm looking this up now.
Does it say Centennial or Rancho?
Just looking it up on Wikipedia. Centennial.
Nice.
So high school career, attended Centennial. CIF title. Yeah, it didn't say he transferred anywhere. He said he went to Centennial.
Interesting.
He was a 5-star recruit.
Really? Well,
The
he was a good
number
defensive
one-
player.
The number one linebacker from ESPN's board. And sure enough, ASU picked him up.
Good,
I
just
think
can't handle his emotions.
I want to say he's the highest high school recruit that ASU ever had.
Really? I find that really weird. Anyway, next team.
Well, we're waiting for the main guest.
Oh yeah, we want our Yinzer minute. We want our Yinzer
Bruce,
minute. If anybody,
show up already.
here, private DM him. Private DM him.
You guys do that for me. I finish this. ball.
Who's next? Here, we have time. How about college football? ASU finally played a football game.
SC is getting another win we don't deserve.
How long has it been?
So ASU played USC opening weekend of the Pac-12. We lost to USC at USC, and then we got striked with positive for COVID on Friday. Canceled our game against Cal. Cal and UCLA played each other on week 2 because us and Utah had to cancel our games. So we canceled our game against Cal. Literally, like a couple of hours after that, they said we're not going to be able to play our next game either because it happened to be against Utah. So we canceled our game against Utah. And then next week, during the Utah week, I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? It's fine. Next week we'll play Colorado. We'll be back. It'll only be 2 weeks. Cancel the game against Colorado. 3 weeks without football due to positive COVID tests, and then we play finally UCLA, where they handed our butts because we have been out for 3 weeks.
Damn.
It was not fun. And we play U of A this Friday. We play our rivals this Friday, and I'm not looking forward to it because not having days to play just totally ruined us.
Would you expand the playoffs, the college football playoff?
Well, why would you ban it?
Sorry, I keep having microphone issues.
Yeah, no
You're
worries.
good. Well, I mean, like, for the college football playoffs, it's just college football was messed up because instead of it being like the NBA, the NHL, the MLB, where they can all get together and they can decide for all 31 teams, college football is not 31 teams. It's
100 and
Like-
something.
yeah, like 200 with like 10, 12 different Division 1 conferences. And you have to try to get them all together and say, okay, we're going to play on this weekend and we're going to end it this, like, no. So I just think that what college football needs to do is they just need, they should just throw out schedules. Throw out schedules, throw out records, throw out when people play. And I think what the playoff committee needs to do is they just need to sit down and they just need to watch some film.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And, I mean, if you think about it, like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're not back to the computer system because if they had to rely on the AP poll and the computers
Oh, the BCO.
to judge, the BCS to judge who plays, even if it was a college football playoff system, but it's still decided by a computer, we would be screwed. Oh, it would be terrible. So what I think we need to do is that whoever is in charge of deciding who plays in the college football playoffs and deciding the rankings in general, what they need to do is they just need to sit down. They just need to watch some film. You know, you have humans who can put in emotion and human error. Decide there.
Isn't that what they did before the computer system happened? I mean, I don't think a computer would have decided like the 1966 national.
I'm pretty sure.
champion.
I'm pretty sure. But I can tell you who the committee is, though. Knowing how much money ESPN gives the NCAA to play football games, there is a chance that it's just a bunch of news analysts all sitting in a room deciding it. So it just really depends on who's deciding the games. If it's coaches and scouts, then we'll be fine. But if it's a bunch of news analysts, we might be fucked. So I think that's just the thing you gotta look at. Who is deciding the college football playoffs?
That's a good question. Well, Ohio State's game might be canceled, but I hope so because I hate Ohio State. But
It is canceled.
it is. I heard that because I heard they brought it back.
Confirmed it.
Oh, you know I don't know how did we?
I think
I
so.
don't think I heard. No, you know what? We didn't. Did we ever address the high school kid?
No, that
From
I don't think so.
Texas? No.
Oh my
I
god,
think
that
we
was
did.
glorious.
I know.
I mean, like this is the perfect time to talk about it as well because now we have the whole story. Because a high
So
school
what
kid got a
exactly happened?
So basically, I don't know. Okay, I'm looking this up actually. So I'm gonna read an article on this, and I will cite the article. So Texas
He's gonna
Texas high school
He's
football.
gonna meet Bubba.
Should I read it off of MSN now?
Guess it's better than nothing.
Here we go. It's not the best source, but it will give us the most information. From the wonderful people, I emphasis on wonderful because they're really not, of CNN, Texas high school football player charged with assault after tackling referee during game, authorities say. This kid was charged. This kid's going to court.
Damn. Oh yeah, that's
South
the
Tex-
kid who tackled the ref.
South Texas high school football player was charged with assault after rushing from the sideline, knocking a referee to the ground during a game. Emmanuel Duron, 18, was charged by the Edinburgh Consolidated Independent School District Police with assault causing bodily injury. He was being held on $10,000 cash or surety bond.
God
That's kinda funny.
And not only that, but then the school district removed the football team from continuing in the playoffs after the alleged assault.
See, that's funny.
What was that kid pulled off for?
Supposedly, from what I heard, it was like a late hit.
Who keeps joining and rejoining?
It's
Salmon boy.
Salmon Boy.
Yeah, my mic is acting up.
So yeah, in the video of the game, it's the player is seen being held back by teammates after a referee announced 2 penalties against him, including one for unsportsmanlike conduct that led to the ejection. The player rushes to midfield from the sideline, delivers a hard blindside tackle that knocked the referee to the ground. The player is later seen being escorted off the field by law enforcement.
God damn.
He lives in Texas. That kid is so fucked.
Oh my god!
It's kind of
So
funny.
no, this kid being all pissed off and everything, decided, nah, I'm so pissed, I'm gonna knock this dude out. Oh my lord.
You don't touch the referees. That's one of
No.
the cardinal rules of football. You don't touch the ref.
That's how
This
a lot
isn't
of people get
WWE.
ejected.
Damn it,
Yeah,
Bruce,
exactly.
where are
That's
you?
how a lot of people get ejected, is touching the ref. this kid would be signed by Jerry Jones the next day.
He was like,
Come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest. That sounds like a Jerry
Yeah.
Jones thing.
Billy Carter says, "How y'all doing today?"
I'm doing all right, Billy.
We're good.
Thanks, Billy.
Billy.
Chilly
Just
over
wish
here.
Bruce would show up.
Yeah, so I don't think we
Yes,
ever
for
addressed the
user
audience,
minute.
but I don't think we ever addressed the people, but we're all from different areas. We're all meeting
Yeah.
from different areas and different time zones to all come here, join together,
Mm-hmm.
and just talk about football.
I mean, 4 of us. Well, the two of us who aren't here. Well, initially, 4 of us are actually from within the same area in Southern
Within the
California.
same area.
The Inland
So it's you, Alex, then Bruce, Yinzer, and Reese. Who else?
Define
Uh,
Yinzer.
Bruce is a Yinzer. Bruce is our Yinzer.
Did we just
Joey and
call
myself.
Bruce Yinzer from now on?
Nah, because
Yeah, can we? He's ours. He's at least our Yinzer. Everybody needs a Yinzer in their life, and Bruce is ours.
yeah, fair enough.
If you come on, if you look back at the old podcast and the stuff that he said,
True, but it just I don't know. I'm a
I
little
was
upset with him because he's not showing up when he promised us.
bro, I look back. I just was looking back on old podcasts on a whim, and I saw the one that I was first on when he
Oh, yeah.
made us. He asked us a question, an open-ended question, with no reason to why he was asking us. He was just like, no, just hypothetically, would you start a quarterback? And he explains the 2 quarterbacks. And after we had to give our explanation, he goes, so we picked Drew Brees over Tom Brady. And I go, are you fucking serious?
He's not wrong.
He knows his football, though.
He does.
He does. Oh, but yeah, no, that. Oh my god, that kid. It's funny though, because I mean, I've never seen quality high school football, so I don't know what that's like.
Let me send off a Bruce. Let's see.
I know Texas has good quality football because it's Texas.
Oh, yeah. Florida, too.
Florida too.
Yeah, I seen some good high school football here.
Pretty much anywhere
Not where I
else.
went, but like you go to the hood or the private schools, they're good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, California, there's good high school football teams in California. You just got to go to the right areas, aka Modern Day High and Long Beach Poly.
Boo. Boo.
I take it those are rich kid schools.
The rich kid schools who keep stealing our
Modern
players.
Day High. Modern Day High is a
He's
private
here
school.
finally. Modern Day steals all our players. Yes. Bruce is here
'Cause it's
finally.
private school, bro.
What is happening?
We're
The guest
roasting
of
on Modern Day
honor
High
is
School.
here.
Who's the guest of honor?
We're roasting Modern Day High.
Yeah, Modern Day they have the benefit of having more money. And then Damien made a big stink about playing in the Catholic school division because no one wanted them in our actual high school division because they were too much better than us. And And then they made a big stink and demanded that they wanted to be equalized, and yet they just play in our division, and they got mad when we tried to have them relegated to Upland's division in the Baldy League. And Upland High School is possibly the best high school in our part of the state. They are insane, stupid good.
From which standpoint are we talking about?
No, I said it within the Inland Empire region.
Oh, in the Empire, then okay, yeah. I thought you meant like in California. I'm like,
don't
what
know,
are
all
we
of
talking about?
Let me see who.
Not
number
all
one
of California.
Yeah, I was about to say in the Empire, from at least
Yeah, I
a
would say
football
Upland,
standpoint, they're probably the best.
I mean, they won state.
Guys,
Yeah.
there's some terrible, terrible
Oh,
news. Do you know who
Whoa,
the best
what
high
happened?
school is in California?
From what? Sports,
In
educational.
football.
Long Beach
Probably
Poly.
modern day.
Yeah, it's modern day.
Modern day of
I
Bosco.
hate those guys. They always steal our players.
Well, they're damn good.
That's the one.
Is there no
Yeah,
love?
sorry
No love for Long Beach Poly? What's going on here?
If they're
Actually,
gonna
I'll
get
read you the
coached from
rankings.
Summer, I'm
It
fine with
goes
that.
modern day
Oh,
St.
the
John
rankings.
Bosco, Mission Viejo, Sierra Canyon, Alamani, Survey, De La Salle, Centennial, Bishop Amat.
I was thinking about transferring to
Damien's on the
for my
list.
senior year.
Damien's number
I was
17.
thinking about that.
Oh, really? Is this Inland Empire?
No. This is the state.
Oh, wow.
Upland's number 12.
Wow.
In the state. Upland's good.
Upland's really good.
Upland's really good. Well, but they don't have just the flow now. Keep that in mind. They're not gonna have flow.
Why can't they
this
just
year.
go play the Catholic high schools then?
I don't know enough about the part about which schools are better than others, unless the De La Salle, Bosco.
You know what? You're right.
Monterey.
Yeah,
Because
you know what? You're right. I'm tired of talking about rich high school kids. You know what we need?
Come
We
from
need
the
our
kids who
trusted
can-
Ginzer minute.
Ginzer Minute.
Oh, dude.
Gentlemen, before you-
Here we go.
Wait. Before you
Oh.
do,
The
I'll
floor is
let you know to
yours.
cue it, because I have something fun in store for all of you as soon as I find it.
If it's Steeler memes, I'm going to kill you, Alex.
No, it's not. No, it's something
I've been
much,
getting
much
nothing
better.
but Steeler memes this whole
Something
week, and
much,
it's
much,
killing
much
me.
better. Wait.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I'm
That's
fucking
a
dead.
serious. I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See? Oh,
God damn it, I was recording.
You fucking dick.
You're going oh man.
F in the chat.
You dick.
That's
Oh,
good
my
enough in the
God.
chat, people.
F in the chat, boys. F in the chat.
Now that we're done with
Anyway,
roasting
Yinzer moment
my-
coming now.
Alright, okay, so. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys.
Go offers.
This has been
Go
a
off.
rough- this has been a rough couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. my voice is still kind of raspy from that game. Like, it was mainly from after the game. I was
They should have
very
never made you
upset.
play 3 games in 12 days.
I was very upset. I mean, if we're gonna lose a game, I guess Washington would be the team.
What?
I find the
Yes,
irony in that
100%.
so
Wanna
amazing.
why? Wanna why? Because it's the only NFC team left on the schedule, and that's the only reason we're still ahead of KC. So if we were going to lose to a team, this would be the team to lose to.
He's
Yeah,
thinking
sure.
smart. He's thinking playoffs. He's thinking playoffs.
I
That's
mean,
smart.
it takes some weight. It takes some weight off the guy's shoulders. From I think this loss is ironically gonna do. Hopefully, is gonna do more good than bad for us.
I said it was a
Because
blessing in
because-
disguise.
Because now they don't have to what? Because now there's less stress of
There's less pressure.
oh, the 16-0 undefeated team. Yeah, there's none of that shite now. A bunch of Claypool's getting roasted. I have stuff to
come
talk
on.
about when it comes to.
You know, that's just him
Claypool's-
being arrogant.
Claypool's
But he
getting
can
roasted.
He can be
Claypool's
arrogant.
getting roasted. He's getting roasted because of what he said earlier in the season. He said losing never hurt of her, and then now that's
Yeah, that's nuts.
that I saw that immediately after. I'm like, all right.
He can be
when he first
arrogant.
said it, I'm like, don't say that.
He can be
But, I
arrogant
mean-
because of his talent, but I mean, that's a bit of a step beyond. That's not something really you'd want to say,
That
man.
was dumb. It was dumb, but he's a young kid,
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
Like he's a young kid, and he finally got what he, feels like he's earned and deserved, and which he has. I mean, he got literally the only reason he ended up going to Notre Dame is he was just posting his highlights on the internet. He didn't have any scouts. He was just posting his highlights on the internet. And all it is said, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
And then
That's
he,
kinda
and
smart.
he went to the combine. It's like, wait, where the hell did this kid come from?
DJ Malone says
He-
long range game.
I will say one thing. On the well, now that we're on the topic of Steeler receivers, the thing that frustrated me the most about Claypool in this last game wasn't what he did. It was the fact that we barely played him. Like if you watch that game, he was
Yeah,
barely
I saw
on
more
the field.
focuses on. My real question is on that 4th and 1. Why did he throw it to your second string running back?
Third string running back, but
Even worse.
yeah, third string, assuming that he's in front of Jalen Samuels, which I hope to God he is.
Why did he do that?
Okay, well, Fiedner. Fiedner called the play from the throw to him because he figured he'd be open because no one was going to fucking cover him. And he was kind of open, I guess. But that play. It shouldn't even come down to that, right?
It doesn't matter if he was open. You don't throw the football to a running back unless you know he can catch it.
Well, he was open. That was one of Ben's bad.
Big Ben got
That was
used to throwing to Le'Veon Bell so much he saw the running back and went, "Oh crap!" as it went off of his fingers.
It wasn't even that. That's what Fiedner told him to do. He was just doing what his coach was telling him to do. Getting mad at him at that is like getting. Oh God, I'm about to bring up this. Getting mad at Cyril Fuller kicking a script kick. Right? He's still just doing what the coach was telling him to do.
Yeah,
And
but
he
even
was-
then,
and
Big
in his
Ben's been
defense,
playing for long enough to know.
and in his defense, McFarland. I mean, if he wasn't open, he wouldn't have thrown it. He was open. All right, guy was open. He was open. Ben missed him. That was one of Ben's few miscues, and I'll get to that.
That
later,
happens. I mean,
too.
hey, all the greats
But,
have bad games.
Yeah, no, I mean, everyone misses throws, right? And Ben didn't even have a bad game. Is over 300 yards and 2 passing touchdowns a bad game? And an interception that was a tip? Like, is that like really? Is that a bad? If that's a bad game, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Do you know, though, the thing is that now this
300
alleviates the
yards and
pressure.
2
Let me just say this. You guys better hope you don't go 15-1, because typically only one 15-1 team has ever won the Super Bowl.
That shit don't matter.
I know.
Listen, it's a case-to-case basis, right?
Yeah,
Like, I don't give a shit about that. Oh, only one team in NFL history that went 15-1. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not what at this
Got a
point. The thing is, like, and this is another good thing about losing this game. If there is a good thing about losing this game, is that, well, at least we'll kick the guys in the ass. Like, hey, let's get our shit together here. We're getting worse, not better, going into December, and that's the last thing you want to fucking do. Is get worse, not better in December. I will say one thing. In the last 2 games combined, 40% of Ben Roethlisberger's incompletions were drops.
Oish.
40%. And he still threw for over 66% completion percentage. Let that sink in. 40% of his incompletions weren't really his fault.
Not really. I mean,
And that's just
his receivers were on a shortened practice week.
Well, okay, and I'm not going to use that as an excuse. You got to catch those balls, right?
Well, it
And
was
that's
bound to
another thing.
happen at
It's-
some point. It's not necessarily the Steelers. Actually, you know what, though? I have to address something. What's up with the power rankings? What? The Chiefs barely played down a competition against the Broncos, and they've done that to several crucial games they nearly lost. They nearly lost to the Chargers.
Honestly, the one where I saw where they had Pittsburgh 5, I agree with that one. Because as of right now, based off these last 2 games, we shouldn't be 1. We shouldn't be ahead of the Saints. We shouldn't be ahead of KC. We shouldn't be ahead of Buffalo. We shouldn't be ahead of Green Bay. Based off of how we
Oh,
played
you saw
the
that
last
in the
2
group
weeks.
chat, right?
I think I said I agree with it, or it's not that far off, or something like that. But I said something around those lines. At the moment, I can't bitch about that. Because you know what? As of the last 2 games, that's probably where we deserve to be.
Not a big fan of power rankings if it's not.
I mean, they put the Seahawks over us, and the
doesn't
Seahawks
fucking
just
matter.
got blown out by...
Again, if it's on college, it doesn't matter, right? So, power rankings, I don't care too much about it, to be completely honest. Like, it's nice to see your team high on them, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, it's more of a pride thing than anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Just because you're number 1 in a power ranking doesn't mean you are
It doesn't mean you're
undefeated
actually
and
better. It doesn't mean you're better.
which that's also another thing. That's actually something interesting to think about. The Pittsburgh Steelers were undefeated up until this week, yet they still haven't clinched the playoffs.
Well, the reason we
Yeah.
haven't clinched the playoffs is because fucking Cleveland's on a tear, which is another thing that worries me about this game. Because now they're only 2 games back. They have a super easy schedule in the last, except for the last game, except for this week and the last week of the season. So they have 2 really easy games, and they have a very winnable one this week against Boston.
Oh man, we
against
haven't even
Baltimore.
talked. We haven't even talked about that. The Cleveland
Let-
Browns have a winning record.
Let me
This
touch
is
on
since
this.
07.
Let me touch on that. But they
13
should have a
years.
winning record. I could coach that team at 10 wins. Okay, okay. With that,
Okay,
with
there we
That's
go.
why he's coach.
There we go.
with that
Come
roster.
on, give
come on now.
Stefanski some
With
credit.
There we
I'm not saying
go.
he's a bad coach. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah,
Give
I
Stefanski
know.
some fucking credit.
I'm just saying with that roster, you shouldn't have an 8-8 season over us with that roster.
True.
When you have that much talent, you should
Also,
not
there's
be
something I
that
never
bad.
anticipated, and it's that OBJ seems, well, kind of injury prone.
Yeah, I mean, he's had his problems, but none of them have. I mean, it's not like he's doing dumb shit that's getting him.
No, he's not.
It's not like
he's not.
It's
one
not
of-
like he crashed a motor. It's not like he got a motorcycle accident because he was doing some dumb shit or anything like that.
I know
right?
where this is going.
He's just-
Put up his hands.
It was on the field shit. You know, it was shit that it wasn't like he was trying to get too crazy with it. It was crazy shit happens, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, I want to get back to the Steelers game. The biggest problem with me that I had from one of the biggest things that was an issue with me from the coaching standpoint is why is Claypool on the sideline for most of that game when Deontay Johnson is dropping feels like he's dropping every pass. Like he was not having a good game. And me,
Mhm.
I love Deontay Johnson. Great fucking player, great guy. But Jesus fucking Christ, dude, catch the ball. He leads the league in drops. He leads the league in drops. The Steelers lead the league in drops.
They do.
That is an issue.
Butter
Yeah,
player.
they do. They do. I think they lead it by like 4 or 5 drops too. Like they're kind of blowing out the rest of the league, and that's the only thing the offense is leading the league in right now, right? I think a lot of it, the drops don't come down to play calling, but I mean, you gotta put, especially when you're losing. Like if we were kicking their ass, and Claypool was a little gimpy going in, and the receivers were clicking. I get it. Don't play him that much. Totally fine. Understand it. 100%. But when you were in a tight game or losing, I mean, we finally put him in on the last couple drives because we needed to drive down and score, but we didn't even put Claypool in for the whole second and last drive. We put him in for one play, threw it to him. It was a PI. It's one of his biggest plays of the whole game, unfortunately. I mean, that's the thing. Claypool only caught 2 bombs, but they were 2 really big plays. They were both deep third downs in the red zone. He made both the catches. He caught every catchable ball he could have caught in that game. So I got no problem with Claypool. I have no problem with James Washington. He seems like he's got by far the surest hands on that offense. By far. I mean, do you see that catch he made against Baltimore? In that Baltimore game? Phenomenal. But I mean, Deontay, as someone who's seen as the number 1 guy, he's gotta play better. He's gotta play better than that. I mean, dropping a few, it's like, okay, that shit happens. When you lead the league in drops, that's an issue. Eric Ebron, he's so fucking frustrating to watch. Because he'll make the hardest goddamn catch possible. And then he'll run a hit, and he'll just go through his hands and hit him in the chest. And he'll just drop it. And I'm just like, how? How do you make that catch? But how do you drop a hitch and you catch a deep ball that's super difficult to catch?
Also,
at
sorry
the
to
last
interrupt.
play of the
DJ
game.
Malone has informed me, because I had a historical inaccuracy, the 1984 49ers went 15-1 and defeated Dan Marino.
Oof.
Good for them. Don't give a shit.
Also, it says the Steelers
Ouch.
he says the Steelers are locked to win the North, obviously, but Cleveland
we're
could be
not.
a pretty good
Whoa,
wild
by
card
no
contender.
means. By no means is that division locked up. What? That division locked up?
No,
Wait,
he's saying
Cleveland's
that as an
schedule?
afterthought. Obviously, everyone knows that by this point.
Well, the Steelers, that division is that the AFC North is up for grabs right now. It's with how the Steelers are playing. With how the Steelers are playing, that division is up for grabs.
No.
Yes.
No.
Look at the schedule for Cleveland. There's a good chance that they can. That the last game of the season comes. Whoever wins that game between Pittsburgh and Cleveland in Week 17, there's a good chance that decides who wins that division. I hate to say it, but there's a legitimate chance that that's
right.
a thing.
Baltimore has too many flaws going on right now.
Baltimore needs to win this week.
Bruce
I
is
don't
so
care.
scared of jinxing the Steelers that he just doesn't want to
No,
call
it's
it.
not
No
even
matter.
jinxing them. It's not even jinxing. It's thinking logically. We have Buffalo this week in a night game in winter in Buffalo, and the Steelers have had some issues running the football. And by some issues, I mean we're the third worst in the league at running the football. Like it's bad. It's really bad. The Steelers with this last game have tied the franchise record for the most games where we have ran for under 50 yards for the whole season. And we have 4 more games. That's terrible. That is god awful. Like, that needs to definitely get better. Like running the ball, and I think a lot of the problems is the running backs aren't playing very well. The offensive line isn't giving them a whole lot of opportunities with the holes they're opening. But the coaching, it's easy to stop the run, and you don't have to put anyone back to worry about the deep ball because we barely throw the deep ball. Everything's under fire. Juju Smith-Schuster has only, in this last game, only ran 2 routes the whole game that were over 10 yards. 2 routes. The entire game over 10 yards. So when 90% of the passes are from 5 yards or closer, you can fill the box. And when you fill the box against not very good running backs right now, then it makes it kind of impossible to run the ball, especially when you're incredibly predictable with the play calls. Like, oh my gosh, I find myself guessing the play. Me watching the game, sometimes I'll think in my head, I'm like, okay, shotgun run, right up the middle, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, shotgun run, right up the middle. If I'm seeing it, I'm sure the people being paid to watch the film are seeing it. It's gotten to the point where the offensive play calling is incredibly predictable, and watching sometimes, I'm not saying it's all Fiechner's fault, but I think it's mostly Fiechner's fault. That's my opinion. Watching him try to scheme a run game is physically painful. It hurts to watch. The fact that Juju, and he's one of those guys where he'll catch it. Juju, I will say one thing, his problems from last year of dropping the ball greatly improved. I think he had like 1 drop and it was a tough catch. So I can give him slack on that from yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. 2 days ago. It hurts to think about. One thing I will say, Ben, I have no complaints with him.
Ben did really well, actually.
And the thing is, Ben and Tomlin complained they got this whole good cop, bad cop thing. Tomlin's blaming everyone, including himself. He's taking responsibility. He's just throwing blame at everyone. Like this needs to be better, and this needs to be better. Y'all need to catch the ball. You need to make a fucking competent play call. And then Big Ben comes in with the good cop. It's like, yeah, I need to throw the ball better. He's like, I need to get my guys. I need to make it easier to catch the ball. When the team to mind their fucking hands.
I need to start finding God.
That means he needs to find God and get him to sign a contract. He needs to find God.
Whatever motivates your team, right, Bruce?
Shit, I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever fix you're throwing, or finding God, reading the Bible, stop masturbating, whatever helps you play football better.
It's like I won a Super Bowl if I stop jerking off. Bet.
Yeah.
I'll fucking take it. But no, for real. If you take away the drops, from the last two games, Ben. Actually, I'm not going to say if you take away the drops because they happen. Ben in the last two games, including the drops, has thrown for over 66% completion percentage, and that's with 40% of his incompletions being drops. Which means, and I did the math earlier because I want to actually have a stat ready. That means Ben has thrown over 80. I'm not over 80%. Almost about 80%. If you round up, 80%. Technically 79.8%, but 80% of his passes have been on target. That's fucking elite. That's really good. That's top tier kind of good. I can't complain about Ben. That one interception. Yeah, would I like it not to happen? Yes. But am I going to blame Ben for that? No, it got tipped at the line of scrimmage. All right, and which happens a lot this season because everything's still 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage, and you got 6 foot, 5 tall, insane athletes, trying to make a play on the ball, and occasionally they're gonna put a hand up and they're gonna hit them. So I mean, it's frustrating, it's annoying, and Fiechner is on a very hot seat right now, but I think it could, as long as the Steelers pull their head out of their ass. If they pull their heads out of their ass, they got I like their chances to get continued and get the first seed, because we are still in control of our own destiny. It comes down to how we play, which depends upon us getting in. It's not like we need people to lose to improve seeding or anything. Like KC needs us to lose in order for them to, improve in seeding. Cleveland needs us to lose in order for them to, have a shot at the division. It all comes down to how the Steelers play. If the Steelers win, if the Steelers win this week and Cleveland loses this week, then the Steelers clinch the division.
You guys know something else also? If the Rams win tomorrow, you realize the Raiders would have secured a playoff spot.
No.
Really?
So if the Rams what? If they win or if they lose?
No, if they win.
So if they win, then
How though? They're
then
not in
they
the same
count?
division or conference.
No, because
But they're playing
the Patriots. The Patriots. That's what.
Oh, hey, Alex,
So
It's
sorry
because
about that.
they're
but I
playing.
need
It's
y'all
not
to-
because of the Rams. Because of the Patriots.
Hey, Alex, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna need you to lose that game.
Why?
Cause fuck you. That's why.
What do you have against the Raiders? Oh yeah,
I don't want them to clinch. Because if I need to end up being a wild card seed, I don't want.
You're not gonna be a wild card seed. They're gonna be playing the Colts.
Cemented spot. Yeah. the
Speaking
Colts
of
are good.
Rams, speaking of
Are
Rams and
you gonna
Patriots,
cheer me on, Bruce?
Huh?
Are you gonna cheer me on? We take on the Chiefs.
Yeah. I need y'all to. I need Miami to beat the Chiefs. I need the 3 main things that need to happen now that I know what Alex has told me. I need the Rams to lose.
Shut
the
up.
Chiefs to lose.
Hey.
I need you to lose this week. I'm sorry. I'll pull. How about this, Alex? I'll pull for you for the rest of the season, but you gotta lose this game.
You realize if the Patriots lose, actually,
Bye.
no, I take it back. No. With
I'd
this
rather do
loss
with the
in
Patriots
combination, no.
themselves.
With this loss in combination of Denver losing, then the Raiders.
so
There's no
speaking
chance.
of that,
But if you lose
Speaking
this
of
game, I
the
will pull for you for the rest of the season.
speaking of Rams and
I
Patriots,
promise.
let's go
Go ahead.
down to each of the favorite teams, and let's hear from their own fan how they think the game's going to go. So from the Rams fan, Thursday Night Football, Rams versus Patriots.
I'm gonna say it could go either way. The key thing is Belichick. I know still knows our offense firing in a particular way. However, being Brian Flores is gone, Matt Patricia's gone, and they have 14 injuries, most notably to the defense. The Rams, I don't know. This is like the final mountain. If we can overcome this, then I think I could see them more comfortably as a playoff. They're already a playoff contender, but I could see them more comfortably going deeper into the playoff if if they can pull this off. And just the other thing is, like, I guess this doesn't really tie into skill ability, but the Rams are wearing the IKEA uniforms. We're I think 2 and we're 2 and 4. No, we're 1 and 4 in the IKEA colors, which is terrible.
When we were IKEA, when we were sponsored
IKEA
by
colors.
IKEA, we suck.
Exactly. When we're the dirty bone
When
colors.
we fall apart like one of the tabletops.
Actually, no, we make it hard trying to put together just like one of their tables.
Why
Yeah,
are we
you can-
saying IKEA? What the heck?
I mean,
Also,
IKEA, please
guys,
sponsor us.
you know what, since we have
never
more
touch
time-
us on you again.
let's do the week it's the week in advance with our predictions. So, all right, Salmon Boy, you still there, man?
Everyone's got to say at least one upset.
Well, let's get our picks going for this one. So,
Everyone's got to have at least one
so
upset.
we'll leave Rams Patriots for last because that's on the hot ticket for tomorrow. But anyway, let's start Titans Jags.
Titans.
Wait, we got to say where it's at. Is it in Jacksonville or in Tennessee?
It's gonna be in Jacksonville.
Okay, so Titans at Jacksonville. I'm picking
Come
Titans no
on.
matter what in that situation.
Yeah, I
right
agree.
now.
I'm taking the Titans
Titans.
just because Jacksonville's
Titans.
defense has not been the same. They've traded off every single person since that Saxonville time. Derrick Henry is going to have a monster day there. I
AJ
take
Bouye
Titans.
has also got suspended just today. I forgot to mention
Who did?
AJ Bouye.
AJ Bouye has also
yeah, he
been
did.
signed by the Texans. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Did you guys hear that Vontez
Jeez.
Burfict got arrested?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
while ago.
Vontaze.
AJ
Yeah,
Bouye
we were
was
talking about
Jalen
that.
Ramsey's
Him
right
getting
hand man.
arrested for a violent crime? No, never
No.
him.
Could never
If
be.
you would have asked, if you would have
You never know.
me,
He might have done it. He might have done
it
it.
was battery. It was battery.
Probably was.
It was battery.
Anyway, Salmon Boy, you'll enjoy this one. Vikings Bucks. I'm sorry, Salmon Man, but I'm gonna have to say the Bucks.
Oof.
But-
We're at.
It's at
No, I'm
Tampa.
like-
Kirk's been playing like shit.
It's in Tampa.
Dalvin Cook is God. Our secondary, our special teams is absolute garbage, and I do not know how Dan Bailey made that final kick.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was some divine intervention that gave us 3 points.
The line sucks.
Anyway,
I got
You-
the Bucks.
You don't need a secondary when you play check down Brady. I got Vikings. I got Vikings.
so we have one
That's your
upset,
upset?
so it's
That's
1 and
your
4 in
upset.
favor of the Bucks.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
taking
a-
Bucks here.
This is a must-win for the Vikes. If we
Oh, yeah.
lose this game,
It's
we're
also a
done.
must-win for
Like,
Tampa.
we are done. I'm going Vikes because I'm a homer, but
So it's going to go 2 and
It's gonna be
3 in
close.
favor of the Bucks. Anyway, next one we have Chiefs Dolphins.
Who do I think's gonna win? Or who do I want to win?
Well,
I think the
I'm gonna go
Chiefs,
with the
but
homer here.
Thing is-
Dolphins, obviously.
thing
Oh,
is, though,
yeah, Dolphins, right? Yeah, sure.
you know what?
Chiefs.
You know what? I have to take this moment to say something. The thing is, the media was so quick to overhype the Steelers, and now they're dethroning them, saying, "Oh, they're no longer the top
The
3."
media did not hype us up. They've been saying we're overrated.
Well, exactly, but
The
that's my
whole
thought of the
fucking
Chiefs. The
season.
Chiefs' defense is horrid. Well, it's not horrid, but it's just not good. I mean, they've had
Honestly,
way
yeah,
too many.
Miami has a
but
good
neither is
defense, though.
Miami's, but neither is Miami's offense.
So
To be
what? But
completely honest,
the thing is, no one expected Miami to be a Super Bowl contender. The Chiefs have
They're
that
still not.
offense going for them, and it's just Mahomes doing his usual spiel. But seriously, they gave up 2 touchdowns to the likes of Drew Lock. You can't tell me that defense is good.
You're talking to a guy who also barely beat Drew Lock. But actually, no, Drew Lock was out for most of that game, so that's my excuse. Drew Lock got
Chiefs.
injured in that game.
It's Chiefs.
Anyway,
think
I'm gonna say
will win.
Chiefs. Bruce, you say
I want
Chiefs?
Miami to win. I want Miami to win, but I think the Chiefs will.
I agree with. I want to see the Dolphins win that. That'll be a good upset.
Fuck it, Chiefs.
I picked Miami.
Chiefs.
Miami has a good defense, though. I mean,
Miami
they
has a
could
great
try.
defense. If they can
Yeah.
shut down
Chris,
Mahomes, man.
Yeah, they can
It's
shut down
hard
Mahomes.
to
They got
shut down
something.
Mahomes, though, dude. Like that's the thing. You
Yeah.
say it like the man is. You
That's all
say
you
it
have
like
to
they're
do.
playing the Bills with not that good of a line.
Actually, it's true. The
Chiefs.
Patriots barely did it because of the refs. The Niners couldn't do it. I mean, we did it
It's-
only on the sense that we shut the Chiefs down offense down with our own offense.
Saying all you need to do is shut down Mahomes is easier said than done.
By far.
It's like saying, hey, you got to shut down
That
this
is
freight
true.
train speeding at you.
All you have to do is make the train stop. That's
It's
literally
speeding
the
at you at
train
90
from
miles
GTA
an hour.
5.
All you gotta do is jump
Okay,
on the tracks and
ne-
shut it down.
Bruce,
next gen.
you think the Steel Curtain could stop Mahomes?
Come on, Vodka. Oh, except Mahomes, I think they might kill him.
Ooh.
Wait, actually, no, wait. Which era are we playing in? Are we playing in this era or are we playing 70s?
70s would kill him, literally, and they'd get away with
I
it.
was about to say, if we're playing the 70s, yeah.
They'd kill him and get away with it, too.
You know, 70s would rub him
No,
in the
bro,
dirt.
he may not be as fast as Tyreek, but I promise you one thing, Tyreek ain't gonna want to come across the middle.
Oh, God. Can you imagine Jack Lambert just knocking him to the floor?
Lambert would actually.
Oh, somebody stop the damn match!
I saw a video earlier today. It was Lambert didn't play with the soul, but that was okay because when he hits someone, he would take theirs. I'm like shit. I'm like, yeah, not wrong.
It's Soul for Soul.
Also,
Me,
next
Joe.
one, we have
Ooh.
Super Bowl 50 rematch. Broncos
Panthers and Broncos?
at Panthers. Yes.
Shit. Give me Carolina.
It's nothing like the Super Bowl because now they're both crap.
They
both suck.
It's
They
like the
both have
reverse.
They're both crap.
They're both bad, but the same
Oh,
and the
man.
opposite's gonna happen because Carolina's winning that.
You know, something funny, though, in this case, though, Carolina actually has the upper hand and a better quarterback. And is
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater's better
is
quarterback.
McCaffrey back? I forget.
We don't know. He's questionable. I've heard reports say that he's expected
If he comes
to play.
back, it's just a
but I've
death
also
whip. It's a
heard
death
some-
sentence for the Broncos. They're not
I
gonna.
think either way, because Mike Davis is playing well. I think either way, Denver just kind of sucks.
Joey, I
so
love
give
you,
me Carolina.
but no, Teddy Bridgewater over Drew Lock in this game.
Yeah,
Love
Drew Lock is
sorry,
bad.
sorry, Joey, you're my friend.
Guys, you also realize Drew Lock has the third worst passer rating. Actually, I think he is like the third worst passer rating of all the quarterbacks in the league right now.
We don't have to kill. We don't have to beat the dead horse that is Drew Lock.
Hey, I like the pun. Anyway, next we got Texans and Bears.
Texans at Chicago.
Yep.
Shit. I mean, I normally
Who are the-
would take
who
the
are the Bears
Bears, but
starting?
I mean,
Bears
Texans.
are starting Trubisky.
Are they actually?
Yes.
Kiss and Titties is back.
Well, he started last week because Foles got injured.
Give me Texans, even though
The
Chicago's
Texans.
got a remnant of Give me.
I'm gonna say
Houston.
Texans.
I like Houston's chances that game.
They're promising. They're not going to be a playoff contender, but I like them. They're
No,
a
hell
scrappy
no.
bunch.
They're rebuilding, but I mean, they're still better. I think they're still better than Mitch Trubisky and the Bears right now.
I like the Texans. I just feel like it'll drive the nail in the coffin further for Trubisky because they already opted out of his contract for this season, and this is going to be his final year in Chicago.
The odds have Houston at 1. I don't know. Just at home, Soldier Field. I'm gonna go Bears on this one. I know it's not the popular one, but I think.
Oh, two upsets.
Fair
Two
enough.
upsets for you. Okay.
Anyone else?
I think I'm gonna go with the Bears.
You think this is the only 2 upsets? Wait until we get to the car.
Sure. Salmon,
Cardinals pick.
what's your opinion? Salmon, break the
I got a
tie.
couple of upsets for y'all.
Salmon, break the tie. Where is he?
Yeah, no, he's here. Oh, there we go. There's a bunch of
Yeah,
issue.
he just left. He's probably gonna pick
Salmon, break the tie.
break the tie, man.
Which game?
Texans, Bears.
I'm going Texans.
There we go.
All right.
Anyway, next we have Cardinals, Giants.
You're picking Giants? Damn.
No.
Oh,
I haven't even said it
on
yet.
this game.
I haven't even said it yet. Anyway, no, it's Cardinals at Giants.
Oh, which team am I gonna go with?
That's tough.
You
'cause the
already
thing
told
is,
us.
Well, I want the Giants because then it eliminates the Cardinals from winning the division. But
Giants got
Hey, Kyler, we trust. Give me cards.
oh, you're
Didn't
right.
you just say
Arizona,
you
man.
were
Together
saying
blue.
the upset?
Cards.
I don't know if we're
Yeah,
lucky enough to
yeah.
get 2 upsets, but the Giants' defense considering our defense gave them one hell of a time. I mean, I don't know. I'm still gonna say Cardinals on the basis that Kyler
want
gets
the
up from
Giants-
that loss against us and does really
I
well.
want
No, I
the
will
Giants
say-
to win just because fuck Washington.
Now I will say the Giants are not gonna have as trouble with the defense like they normally do, where the offensive line just crumbles and a quarterback just gets slaughtered.
You lost
But
person without a name. What's
I
it?
think Kyler can out whatever quarterback the Giants put out there, whether it's Daniel Jones or someone else.
It's not
Jones
going to
is-
be
Kyler
that.
will outduel.
I'll say I want the Cardinal. I'm going to pick the Cardinals in the sense I don't want them, but I'm going to pick the Cardinals in the sense that I think the loss to the Rams is probably going to piss Kyler and Hopkins off enough to try and get back up against the Giants.
I think it's a close game. I think the Cardinals get it, but I think it's close because the Giants have a very good defense, and the offense, if it's doing what it was doing last week, it'll still be good enough.
I agree with that. I agree with that actually.
And we've seen Zona struggle against really good defenses. They
Sure.
struggled against New England. They lost against New England.
They lost against us.
Well, but like New England's a vastly worse team.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so Bruce, you're saying Cardinals. I'm saying Cardinals. Jamie, what are you saying?
Cardinals.
Giants.
Okay, we got one upset. Chris, what's yours?
Cards.
So 4-1.
Part of the cards. Next.
Cowboys Bengals. America.
Tank.
No, guys. America loses that one.
Give me Dallas.
Yes.
I like Dallas in that game.
What is it? Fox loses this one because they have to show the game on
It's Cowboys
TV.
at Bengals, so Andy Dalton has to go back into the second factory of sadness in Ohio.
Oh, does Bengal fans allowed?
No.
In this,
Yeah.
in this
Oh, they are?
game?
No, they are.
It's not even in Dallas. Oh my god.
I'm gonna
me Dallas.
say
Man,
Dallas.
I don't know.
The sad
Oh.
thing about Dallas is they're not. It doesn't even seem like they're trying to tank. They just suck.
They're just they do.
They're not trying
They
to tank.
just
They
suck. Look
suck.
at yesterday. They got blown out.
This is awful. Can I skip?
I'll just
Okay,
say Cowboys.
let's just go through it quick.
Can I skip?
Just go through
Dallas.
it. Just do it.
I'll just-
Dallas.
Everyone,
I'll go
Give me
with,
Dallas.
I'll go with
Cowboys.
Vegas odds. Dallas.
Cowboys.
Oh god,
Next.
that game.
Anyway,
Oh, poor
Colts
people.
and Raiders. Let's move on. That's too depressing. Colts
Yes.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Going.
Oh, it's in
Oh,
Vegas.
Raiders.
In Vegas.
Raiders.
I don't, dude. The Raiders will play
Raiders.
like the play. If they play like they're playing the Chiefs, then they'll fucking win again. If they play like they're playing anyone else,
Oh god. I just hope they
Who
don't get
i- who isn't a
flashbacks from that
top 5
Falcons
team?
game and then they'll lose that.
if they're not playing a top 10 team, they suck.
Yeah, pretty much.
I-
I'm gonna
I-
go Raiders
top
on
10
that
team,
though.
they suck.
Something
I
happened to
like-
Rivers, man.
I don't want the Raiders to win, but I think they will.
I'm gonna say Raiders too. Jamie, what you think?
Something happened to Rivers with that move to Indy. I got Raiders. I don't know what happened to him.
He's been all right. He just hasn't been
He's
great.
been better than he was last year. I'll give him that.
Sure, I
better
agree
than
with
he was
that.
last
He's
season.
shown improvement. Chris, what's yours?
Raiders.
All right,
I'm
Simon.
gonna go with the Raiders. I got Hunter Renfro on my team.
So 5 unanimous Raiders then.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Jets and Seahawks. Oh, the Jets are gonna slam dunk. No, of course.
I
You
would
guys-
love to
you guys
see
wanna
it.
go
I would
I'm
love
gonna
to
go
see
with
it.
the
I would love to
Guys,
see
let's
it,
go
but I know it
speed
won't
speed
happen.
odds. Ready? I'm gonna start up. All right. I'm gonna say Seahawks. Bruce,
Seahawks.
Jamie,
Seahawks.
Chris,
Seahawks.
The J.E.
Solomon?
Seahawks.
You want to hear the Vegas odds on this game?
what? Seattle
No.
by 14.
Yeah, what are the odds?
8.5.
God.
Okay.
God.
Next,
Okay, next.
we got Packers and Lions.
I don't give a shit where that game's at. I don't even need to ask. I think it's in Detroit, but I don't care.
It is in
Give me
Detroit,
Green
but it
Bay.
doesn't matter.
Give me
Lions
Green
are
Bay.
gonna get their
Green
asses
Bay.
kicked.
I'm sorry. What's Aaron Rodgers' record against the Lions?
Doesn't matter.
Bad.
It's the Lions.
Well, like it's
That's
good,
Aaron
bad for
Rodgers.
Detroit, but
Bad for Detroit. Exactly.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Tiger.
If they had Barry Sanders and Calvin, then they might have a shot in hell.
Yeah, but the Lions ruined players.
Madden
Just,
Ultimate Team.
the Lions ruined their
I'm
players.
actually
They
playing
got
that
Case
right now.
quarterbacks,
if they had
right?
Barry
So-
Sanders, if they had Kerryon Johnson, Barry Sanders, Kenny Galladay,
Barry
and Matt Stafford all on the same
Sanders.
team, I think they would go 11-5.
They might.
Yeah, but that team ruins players like Adam Gase ruins running backs.
No, like Adam
Like,
Gase
I'm
ruins
getting
everybody.
everything.
All right, next game.
Unanimous Packers. Falcons,
Right.
Chargers.
The choke bowl.
Chargers.
I'm gonna
Give
choke
me,
bolt. That's
give
a
me
good one.
Chargers. I think they'll
Chargers.
choke less hard.
Spanos.
'cause-
Give me Spanos.
I'm gonna say it's in LA too at SoFi.
Yeah, give me
Oh,
Chargers.
give me Chargers. 100%.
Give me
Chargers.
That's
Chargers.
you, Spano.
Give me Spanos.
Unanimous Chargers.
I'm
Then?
picking Chargers, but if they lose, we all say "fuck you, Spanos."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next. No matter.
Yes.
Okay, but if they win, we say fuck you, Spanos.
Yes. Also,
And
Washington.
Yes,
and if
regardless,
they
we say
tie-
fuck you,
and if they
Spanos.
The
tie,
football
then we
team at
definitely
4.9
get
ERS.
Fuck you, Spanos.
We got football.
Not even. It's not even at. It's football team versus 49ers at
No.
State Farm Stadium in Glendale.
It's
Yeah, I got
Washington at
winning
49ers
that.
at Arizona Cardinals.
Washington. Washington.
Washington.
1,000%
Give me
Washington.
the redacted.
Name
Hail
redacted.
to the Washington football team.
Fuck 'em.
Brandon Ayuk.
I hate them right now, but hey, give me Washington.
49ers.
Not
Washington
one
needs to go
upset.
on a tear at least, right? Like, it'll make me look a little bit better if they at least go on a tear.
Anyway, Chris, what's yours? Yours is the deciding.
Hail to the Washington football
Okay,
team.
next.
So Jamie's the only upset. Next we got Saints and Eagles.
Saints, Eagles.
Have you ever thought
Saints.
of at Saints at
Oh,
Eagles? Have you ever
God.
heard of a game you want to watch even less?
Yeah, Dallas, Cincinnati.
Okay, no, I stand corrected.
This week, yeah. Actually, I have another one. Last week's Steeler game.
Mm.
I don't want to see that painful bullshit again. I just want to win, man. I just want to
boo-hoo.
win. Mhm. Fuck off.
Jalen Hurts against Taysom Hill.
Actually, that'll be the backup bowl. I'm gonna call it that.
No, because he's not the back. Coach is a starter. Coach is a starter. So therefore, he's not a backup anymore.
Let me play a sad song for you. The world's smallest
Here we go
violin.
again.
This is serious.
Again?
I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
All right.
Okay, next.
Saints. Come on, everybody.
Saints.
What's left?
Bruce, Salmon, what's yours? Saints? Oh, Salmon left again. Saints? Bruce? Salmon?
Hello?
Oh,
Guys?
give me
Hello?
Saints. Give me
Yeah.
Saints.
Saints. Alright, Salmon, what's yours?
Saints.
Okay, unanimous Saints. Anyway, Steelers and Bills.
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
Give me the upset in that game. I want Pittsburgh over.
He just
I'm gonna take the underdogs in this one.
he just muted himself.
Technically, we are the underdogs in that game. So, I mean, it is my upset of the week.
It's in Buffalo too.
Yeah, I fucking hate
Anyway,
that.
I'm gonna say Steelers.
Give me pissed off Big Ben. I want Steelers.
Steelers. Who? Anyone say otherwise?
I got the Steelers. Not the Bills.
All right, Salmon.
Here we go.
All right,
It's
unanimous Steelers.
Here we go.
Last but not least, Ravens and Browns.
Ravens, Browns. Give me. I
I'm gonna
think the
say.
Ravens are underdogs.
You wanna
I
say
think
Ravens.
are
Last time
underdogs. So
Browns
that's
beat the
another
Ravens.
upset. I
You know
got
what?
3 upsets this week.
I'm
So
gonna
give
say
me,
Browns.
Give me Ravens.
I'm gonna say
Give me
Browns.
Ravens.
Give me the Browns.
Fuck you, Alex. Now I definitely don't want your team to
I
win.
think Browns win another, I think Browns beat another record. It's the first time beating the Ravens in however long they beat them. I think
Let me
Browns.
see. I think they. Let me check the matchup. Browns Ravens.
I think they split last year. I want to say this. No, they got bitch slapped.
They got bitch.
What did that?
Oh come on, MVP Lamar. They got
No,
they got
no. I think didn't Cleveland beat Baltimore last year?
Baltimore went 14-2.
I could have sworn they split last year. Cleveland and Baltimore.
I do not think
And that's not
I
the
do not
last
think
game.
Browns
There's one
beat-
more. It's your game, Alex.
I do not think the
Baltimore's
Browns
gonna
tied.
lose
to
on-
Also,
them.
guys, current win streak is the Ravens by 2.
Oh, only 2? Oh wow. Anyway, still Browns.
Ravens.
Yeah, I could see that. Fair enough.
Okay. Last game here.
That was the last.
Patriots,
Oh,
Seahawks.
Oh yeah, Patriots Rams.
We
you
haven't
mean.
said
Patriots
Seahawks.
Rams.
I mean,
I'm gonna go.
Patriots Rams.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys go
My
first because I'm gonna.
upset of the week. Give me New England.
Boo!
Wow.
I don't want the Raiders to clinch. Sorry, Alex.
They have one
I'll
more
pull
game
for
to
you for
clinch,
the
and they
rest-
also have the Broncos to lose.
Alex, I've pulled for you so many times this season. You can take one for the team here.
I already took one against the worst team in the
and I'll be pulling
division.
for you, and I will be pulling for you for the rest of the goddamn time.
Nah, Aaron Donald makes Cam Newton run for his life. I got Rams.
Rams.
Well, can they stop the
Rams.
run?
That if the defense
It's not
could
like
shape
Cam
up,
Newton's being
Rams.
great.
I think Aaron Donald's a beast once he breaks that offensive line.
That's a good point. The Patriots' offensive line looks pretty bad.
Belichick has the Rams number.
Yeah, he has. So I'm gonna say there's that factor, but I'm gonna have to lean. You know what? I might have to agree because knowing Belichick, he loves to piss us off and like Super Bowl 53, we were favored by 3 points, which is terribly ironic.
He beat a better offense last time he played them. I think he does it again.
No, he
Yeah,
beat a better. Actually, yeah, he did beat a better offense. Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I'm gonna have to say
Don't-
Pats because I hate Bill Belichick, but he might act. Knowing him, he always likes pulling a surprise out of his ass and surprising us and ruining the game. So
The only thing memorable about that Super Bowl is I actually preferred SpongeBob over Travis Scott.
no, I just realized Travis Scott sucks. No, I just realized that I have a newfound appreciation for Imagine Dragons because of how bad that halftime show was.
Oof.
I didn't even watch the halftime. I just played video games afterwards.
I want to imagine that
Was
game
that
was. I
boring?
want to imagine the game was over.
Me too.
I have it on I have it on YouTube. I took somebody's Instagram story who had it live.
You were at my house.
Yeah, I was at your house. Somebody pulled it out. I'm not gonna say who if you don't want to mention it on stream, but somebody pulled out their phone just as the SpongeBob thing came up,
Wasn't
and
it Reese?
Huh?
Wasn't it Reese?
No, it was Mackenzie.
Oh right.
And I immediately immediately screen recorded off my iPhone and I posted
All
on YouTube.
right.
100 views.
I remember that. That
Yeah,
was the
and-
worst Super Bowl ever. No, I take it back. Super Bowl 48 was the worst Super Bowl ever.
Right.
I don't like the one with the Rams. I'm kidding.
Which one? Because then, I mean, that for that matter,
I
you
like-
could say Super Bowl 19.
The one I liked was the one with the Steelers whip jaw. That's all I know.
Well, you
That's
said
all
you
I
didn't
know.
like the one with the Rams, so
I like
clearly you
that
don't
one.
like seeing your
I
own
like
team
that
win.
one. No, I like seeing my team win. That wasn't a game. That was an ass kicking.
It was an ass kicking, only won by a carry and a half, but still.
I don't
mean,
care. I don't care. Me and Joe agree, man. He just built different. That
Yeah, he
defense
gave
built
us a
different.
bit of a.
That offense built different.
Well, gentlemen, that is the end of it. Sorry,
Shit.
I need a win this week. I need this.
you
I
can do it.
need
The
this.
Steelers.
Or else prepare for the world's smallest violin.
It will not be the smallest violin at that point. It's like, oh shit, they're kind of actually in trouble here.
Actually, no.
Especially
You
if
know what
you-
it's going to be? If you guys can hear it, I'm going to play something much, much better.
And I'm dipping.
No. Okay.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, God, Bruce, get back in here.
He did. He was like, "No, I'm out."
Damn it. Because this was his favorite song ever. Just for him.
Play it if he wins.
Wait.
Yeah, I hear it. He loves
Put my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on. Pardon, I'm getting my